Inflation is one of the main causes of economic crisis, which develop big socioeconomic problems such as unemployment and the rising prices of basic products, resulting in an economical conflict worldwide or inside a country. Our city, Monterrey, has an annual inflation rate of 3.26% and is the highest it has been in the past 4 months. This is primarily caused because of the rising prices in agricultural products such as some food, drinks, and tobacco. While the annual inflation on these products is around 5.49%, the first 2 months of each year, inflation was around 2.55%, and we were still missing 10 months of this year. In the world, inflation remained elevated in August due to the global pandemic of COVID we are actually facing. Food inflation increased by 9.5% in August, while core inflation remained flat at 5.44%. As the economy starts to recover again, and discretionary consumption improves, pricing powers needs to be closely followed.
The professionals involved to help us achieve a better economic situation when it comes to inflation would be economists, since they are in charge of monitoring economic trends and developing forecasts. With their research, we can focus on topics such as energy costs, interest rates, farm prices, rents, imports, and employment. The conflicts that arise with inflation are mainly economic crises which develop big socioeconomic problems, such as unemployment, a fall in real incomes, discouraging investment and savings of consumers, and the rise in prices of basic products, resulting in an economical conflict worldwide or inside a country.
The ethical code of a business pop person is to always follow the legal precautions of the business and work to satisfy the client. In the UK, the monetary policy is set by the MPC department, the marginal propensity to consume, of the Bank of England. They are given an inflation target by the government, and the MPC uses interest rates to try and achieve this target. The MPC tries to predict future inflation. They look at various economic statistics to try to decide whether the economy is overheating. If inflation is forecasted to increase above the target, the MPC is likely to increase interest rates. By doing this, they will help reduce the growth of aggregate demand in the economy, and slower growth then lead to lower inflation. An example of this is the sale of hygiene products that are supposed to completely eliminate bacteria with a very high price, even though these products do not contain the ingredients they state and do not work properly as they should.
Inflation is a really hard problem to solve, but we think some of the strategies that could help us reduce this problem would be reducing the money supply within an economy through decreased bond prices and increased interest rates. This is a strategy that helped Nigeria get through their inflation problems, and with this strategy they could decrease them. We would also use statistics to analyze the problem and predict what we think would happen in the future. So this way we can plan and establish new economic policies that could help us reduce the problem.